Okay.
Okay.
So the first item, I guess I'll do attendance first. I'm Jennifer Perez, committee chair. Committee member Maritza Echeverria Jimenez is in person. Joanne Burks Jennings is online. In person, board members, Andre Benahan is here. Online, we have Rob Traber, Andre Woodson. Did I say Albert Benahan?
Yeah,
Okay.
you forgot to honest.
And then Willie Medina.
Can you make sure they can hear us?
Can you hear us online?
Yes, we can hear you guys.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the first item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from September 3rd, 2025.
Motion to approve minutes dated September 3rd, 2025.
I'll second it. Any questions on that? For the committee members, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? And the next item on the agenda is the referral to the full board for approval of the contract for the elevator modernization project at JFK 66 Magnet School.
Jamie's gonna handle time.
Is it Jamie?
We have a contract for approval for, like you said, the JFK 66 Magnet School Elevator Modernization Project. This is capital funded. It is $300,000. The vendor that we awarded the contract to is Aligned Elevator. They are on a cooperative contract, which we piggybacked off of, and then the city attorney created a contract to go along with the cooperatives.
Board members have questions?
In this co-op situation, were more than one bidder considered, or was their pricing evaluated? If so, how many bidders were evaluated for this job?
That's not necessarily a requirement of a cooperative, but we did get another quote from another elevator company that was higher than this elevator.
So we had the standard elevator that we've been using and we sort of been struggling with. And then we had the new proposal came in lower and we're excited to work with the vendor.
Is this the shared building?
Yes.
Any board members with questions?
Okay,
Mr. Bennett?
thank you. You say how much is the amount?
300,000. That includes bonds and prevailing wage
That's
rates.
including when they say $300,000. And you know that Mr. Garcia, in anything situation happen, will we cover? It would not take it forever, sometime because they already, you the situation happens.
Yeah. So this is a new vendor that we're working with now. We've done assessments throughout the whole district, new assessments for all of our elevators throughout the new district. We're looking at the potential new contracts with this vendor. We've done a lot of research and analysis on this group, and they seem to be solid. All the references check out well, so we're excited about the new prospect. As you know, we've been struggling at times with parts. This vendor has substantially more, substantial amount of resources that we think will help in shrinking the time frame to improve manufacturing that manufacture parts.
That's good, because they know any part, if not, because, $300,000, any part, something is done, they know where they come from, so they don't take forever.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. I'm a question, Madam.
Mr. Traber?
Yes, Mr. Garcia, so I think you just answered part of my question, if not all of it. So by doing business with a new vendor, this would be extend possibly to other elevators and other schools. Would that
Yes.
be something that would be bid on? Would that be automatic?
It'd probably be through the cooperative. We're still we're vetting the numbers. Hopefully, the beginning of next week. They have come in lower than the vendor we were dealing with previously. So we just have to go through and just gut check everything. We always triple check everything before it's out the gate. But once again, the uniqueness of this vendor is the fact that they've got several resources that can manufacture parts, including doors, which has been one of the the biggest issues for us, as you know, with the delays we've been experiencing with the former vendor.
So, by agreeing to this contract, that wouldn't automatically commit us to anything. That would just be this contract. Any future decisions would still be reviewed by us before any commitment.
Yes, today you're just voting on this body of work.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Is there a motion?
Motion to refer to the full board for approval of the contract for the elevator modernization project at JFK 66 Magnet School.
Second it. Any further questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That passes. Next is a referral to the full board for the approval of the HVAC control contract for Bridgeport Military Academy.
This contract is for HVAC controls at the South End location, which we also call Bridgeport Military Academy. HVAC controls help us control the temperatures and airflow remotely. Currently, the controls at this location do not work. This project has come in through a qualified purchase. So the vendor CTC is one of two vendors that we use throughout the district for controls. We used to have 7 vendors. During COVID, with the ESSER funding, we were able to bring it down to just 2 vendors. So we only have to view 2 different systems to control some of the temperatures in our schools. CTC has at least half or more of our schools with the HVAC controls. The contract is for $495,290. The funding for this is 2 different pots of money. We're using $300,000 in capital, and the remainder is from the DRIP state grant. So DRIP is a new grant that we were awarded this year. All districts throughout the state were awarded. It's the District Repair and Improvement Project. And we have been giving over $1.3 million this year to do capital type improvement projects throughout the district.
And this falls in line with our effort to continually be able to control our buildings at the optimal level. BMA, South End Swing Space, is currently under ADS, which is the spare system. There was a one we had in the district. We haven't had control of that building in several years now, but the cost was precluding us from being able to get there. But with the mix of capital and then the blessing of DRIP, we're able to get there. Right now they're experiencing overheating. It's either feast or famine in that building. So now it'll be in line with everything else. Michael will be able to look at everything remotely, and we'll be able to start to adjust things as needed and get that building finally under control, provide the proper environment.
Good questions?
So to clarify, part of this project is going to be covered as capital investment, and then the balance would get covered through DRIP.
Yes. And we'll be bringing several projects in the near future to you guys to approve through DRIP. We're excited. It may potentially be a multi-year thing. So, this is a blessing for us to continue to move the ball forward. So our efforts are on safety and making sure that whenever we can blend safety and efficiency, those are the projects that are rising to the top right now.
Any other questions? Ms. Brooks Jennings, do you have any questions? Any board members? Is there a motion?
Motion to refer to the full board for approval of the HVAC control contract for BMA.
I'll second. No discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? It passes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate the collaboration.
All right. I'll send that. This will give you a second. So, referral to the full board for the approval of the seat grant.
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity to present our proposal for the Special Education Expansion and Development Grant. This grant represents a critical investment in strengthening our district's ability to meet the diverse needs of our students with disabilities. As the complex needs of our students increase, this is going to help us build the capacity of our special education program by providing staff, tools, and resources for our students. This is a special appropriation from the state, and funds have to be used for new special education purposes, such as direct provision of special education and related services to students, tier 2 and 3 interventions, academic and behavioral interventions. Could hire staff and special reading or behavior specialists, but they have to work directly with the students. We're looking at expanding our social workers, expanding preschool teaching staff, mainly because, we're seeing the mental health needs for our students. We are seeing an increase in 3 and 4-year-olds that are interim, updating our instructional materials and supplies. One of our biggest goals is to make sure that we're getting a supplemental curriculum so that when students change from campus to campus and with programs, that they're not losing the instruction, that our teachers will have the same curriculum throughout the programs and from campus to campus, and improving access to essential technology. Some of our evaluations require the evaluator to have a computer with a touch screen as well as the student. So it's going to allow us to expand that technology and ensuring that we have enough evaluation tools as well for our campuses. And as you can see, we're also looking at an IEP development program, because one of the things that we're seeing is, making sure that our IEP goals and objectives are also measurable, and that there's a way that teachers can progress monitor with those as well.
You have any questions? Or does he have questions?
Yeah, I have a question that kind of dovetails into a concern. So the seed grant, this is like a one-time thing, right?
It's for 2 years. So we'll get it for the 25-26 school year and the 26-27 school year. And that's a great question, because we're making sure that whatever we put in a grant, that it's not something that's going to later on become, lack of a better word, the burden on the district having to maintain.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was going with. I'm thinking of Esther and how we hired a bunch of people through it, and then the money went away, and then we had to lay off a bunch of people. So my question is around that. So with using the funding for guidance counselors and stuff like that, is there a potential for them not to have jobs in like 2 years from now? Or what's the plan?
So in all honesty, with the social workers, yes, that is a risk. With pre-K teachers, I doubt it, because every year we've had, well, the last 2 years that I've been here, we've had to add 1 to 2 additional pre-K classrooms. So, as long as we're seeing that increase with the pre-K students, the district will have to fund that regardless. But with social workers, there is that possibility.
Yeah, no, I like the plan of ensuring whatever we add is sustainable.
Yeah.
Cause certainly don't want to see, a program all of a sudden dissipate because we don't have the money to pay for it. So thank you.
And I can add more contact to the financial sustainability part of it as well. So, what's interesting about the SEED grant is it's written into Connecticut law, for 2 years with the option to renew. So they can't promise it that we'll have it in the future because the legislators have to vote on it.
Okay.
They have confirmed, so this year it's a little bit over 2.6 million. Next year it will go down 15% to about 2.2. So what's great is the staffing are covered for that second year. But we do have a lot of supplies, resources, curriculum materials baked in the first year that will be purchased already.
Okay. Thank you.
Two more questions. That was Dr. Hannah. John, I don't know if Johnny had a name. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna your last name.
Whitley.
There you go. Dr. Whitley. Any questions from board members for the board meetings? Mr. Benningham?
It's just a grant, how much is gonna be the grant?
This year for fiscal year 26 is $2,624,295.
Thank you. No question, Miller.
Are there any questions online?
Motion to refer to the full board for approval of the seed grant.
I'll second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That carries. Thank you. We'll see you Monday. And the last item is, but before that, we'll see you Monday. It's gonna be virtual. I don't know if you got that notice yet. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourning at 5:51. Have a great night. It's night.